So coming back to the finite amount, I actually love the fact that one day you won't be able to produce on Muriel. So I feel like that gives there'll be a day where art from Muriel is very rare. I feel. So do you think that's something artists are going to be considering? Maybe as paint's wearing out, there might be an influx of people trying to get the last good pieces of art on there.
Yeah, so that was kind of like my long-term vision. Yeah, like I said, it's a kind of quality assurance mechanism that like is avoiding centralized control. So like because the paint is rare, there's going to be people who like they might want to waste it, but then they think oh, it's actually worth quite a bit. Maybe I'll just sell it, and then somebody who really like wants to draw something with the paint, who doesn't care about the cost, will pick it up and use it instead and produce something that would be worth well more than what they spent on the paint. So yeah, I think there's going to reach a point where it will be quite costly to draw, but that is going to bring with it these people who like see the kind of real potential to produce something that is going to be well worth more than what they spend on the paint.
I think will be one of the biggest strong points is that, as you say, that it'll become more and more expensive to actually draw. Therefore, the art will improve, I would imagine, in quality.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I can kind of envision it going in phases. Like, I did put on the I wrote a Medium article about the tokenomics behind it, and I guess one of the drawbacks about this deflationary token is that obviously at the beginning, when there is this kind of like plentiful supply, I thought that there would be this kind of low quality phase where, because it's plentiful, because it's cheap, people just draw complete rubbish on there just because they can. And that's why we put in this NFT aspect about obviously if you draw something that is not really meaningful or good quality, then you get an NFT, but it's not a great piece, and you can't really do anything with it.
So the expectations, were they met so far? You came into it maybe with the expectation that you were going to be at a certain point at a certain time. How is that actually playing out?
I didn't really think that it would go like this crazy this quickly, but then yeah, it is kind of the crypto space. So I probably shouldn't have been surprised, but yeah, like people have really taken to it. There's been like, we had our first, we call them muralists. So they're the people that can put like whole coverages in like one piece. And yeah, so that wasn't really possible on Ethereum because it was so costly. So yeah, I think I've been like really surprised that like how quickly it's all taken off. I didn't expect it to kind of go this fast. It's nice, yeah. It's great, and obviously the community has kind of really grown from nothing to like now we've got like 12,000 followers on Twitter. We've got over 5,000 people in Discord, 3,000 in Telegram. Like yeah, we've got like this huge following, and it's all organic. This is like we haven't really been advertising it, and like obviously we did the airdrop, and I think that's what initially drew people at the like when we first released, and in fact that is still going. Yeah, people who are verified blockchain artists from Rareable, Non-Origin, Super Rare, and Async Art, they can get enough paint to do a full coverage. And we've got another 40% of the total supply going to ERC 721 trading hodlers. So yeah, the reasoning behind that was that if you kind of prove that you have, a trading hodler is that you have incoming and outgoing transactions. the thought behind that was that if you prove that you can kind of like you're competent with the ERC 721 standard, then obviously you're a good candidate for someone who would appreciate the project, the idea behind it. We've got that going up until January 22nd, next year.
Yeah, was the airdrop a tactic as sort of advertising? Because that's how I knew about it, the big paint airdrop. That's all I knew, and I knew nothing else. And I'm sure that's how a lot of people probably found it as well. So was that like a tactic you were going for, sort of catching everyone's attention that way? Or was it, as you say, just purely to reward those who are more likely to be involved?
Well, we didn't really think of it as like a kind of marketing tactic. It was more like the kind of, well, we thought it would be like the best way to get paint in the hands of the right people, because some people do like the pre-sales or the ICOs and that kind of thing, but we really wanted it to be something that people would just use. Like we don't see it as currency; it's a token. It's it's paint. It has utility. It's supposed to be that people use this to produce great artwork. So we wanted to give it to the right people, so that basically if they're given it, then they don't really have any kind of reason not to use it.
Yeah, so coming back to getting the word out there, we're in the crypto space, all of us here, of course. So we all know crypto art, and we appreciate that it's not just like a JPEG that anyone can copy. The usual "why would you buy crypto art" thing. So to people who want to buy art or maybe even produce crypto art, how would you sell it to them for someone who doesn't really understand the whole lingos that we use? So in a more like in a terms that a normie might understand, for why they should come and create with you.
Yeah, I guess we tried to make it kind of as approachable as possible. Things like the live viewer, the history, they are like probably the most approachable things on there, maybe even in the whole of the crypto space, because they just kind of work. Like you don't have to know that they have this kind of blockchain stuff working on the back end. You can go there, you can like load up the live state, and it's a picture that you can just see and appreciate in the same way that you would walk into a gallery to look at artwork there. And like especially like something with the history side of things, you can like either pick a point or even choose a range and play it back. There's like a play button, and you can just see the evolution of the artwork over time as people have kind of drawn state by state. And that's something that is incredibly approachable, because you don't even have to know that there is blockchain tech on the back end there. And we were hoping that it would kind of entice people, like maybe be like that kind of spark that says, this is cool, I want to be a part of this. And then they'll kind of be incentivized to kind of take that leap. Because I think that there's obviously this big hurdle about the this learning curve of kind of acquiring the cryptocurrency, because there's like a few hurdles you have to jump through. And I think there just has to be a strong enough incentive for you to take that leap, like go and like sign up to Coinbase, get some Bitcoin or something like that, and then or well, I guess Ethereum would be better. So you could go to something like Uniswap or QuickSwap and buy some paint. The thing that we were trying to do was make at least part of our website as approachable as possible to those who are real beginners to this space, and dip their toes in